At least as hyped as I can currently bring myself to be about anything, still. Definitely, operating at half capacity, let's say. And yet, half a Baalorlord is still at least twice that of a normal man. At least when it comes to luck. Interesting early burning elite here. Very odd act layout. Very odd act layout. So the path I would like to take, which I'll mark in red, takes an early fire and then knocks out 1, 2, 3 elites. Maybe hitting the shop. Could also go not the shop, depending on the gold count. I would call that a really successful act, but I think we would need a very good start. Probably a good Transform 2 to get started with that. 3 random potions could also help with trying to take on an early burning elite. What would the green line option be here? A not immediately useful Transform 2 actually is pretty happy with this route. We get to upgrade the transformed cards, look at a whole bunch more card rewards, and then perhaps decide on fighting an additional elite from there, depending on whether or not we want the shop. Probably not. Again, if we're transforming 2 cards, we don't have any starting gold. Generally speaking, when I'm looking at my Act 1s, I'm trying to get the highest combined number of upgrades and relics. These are the 2 really big things that contribute to your overall power level in Slay the Spire. Upgraded cards, relics. Money's also an important one, because money gets you relics, but also cards you can upgrade and card removals. Getting rid of those unupgraded starter cards, one of the other big ways to become powerful. But usually this has to come in a fairly specific order. In order to beat the elites of Act 1 and therefore get the upgrade, the relics, you have to first add damage cards and then ideally upgrade those damage cards, otherwise the elites will kill you. So you usually see this general sort of baseline progression of add damage cards, upgrade the damage cards, use the upgraded damage cards to kill elites to get relics, use those relics to beat the bosses so that you can get more upgraded cards later in the run. Radioactive Salmon says, is sniping an elite generally worth the loss of early card rewards? I think so, usually. Getting an elite snipe is really good, and you just want to make sure you get some of those regular combats later in Act 1 to make up for the lost card rewards. As long as you look at enough cards in Act 1, you'll be fine. You can also opt out of the Burning Elite here. Could even go just straight up the right side like this. Actually, this looks better, because this gives me the option to not fight the Burning Elite. Although, we don't get enough card rewards. Well, I guess we do. We get 3. 3 combats and 3 events? Questionable. And then there's the option to not, just in case. I like that a little bit more. It gives us a flexible way out, right? In all cases, I think I'm going to transform 2 here. On Defect, happy to get rid of the starting strikes. Normally, for most characters, getting rid of strikes in the very, very beginning of the game significantly reduces your ability to deal damage, because strikes are your main damage source. Ironclad is playing Bash to make the strikes do more damage. Watcher is entering Wrath to make her strikes do more damage. But Defect gets to do more damage by simply using Zap and Dual Cast, and it is not as reliant upon those initial strikes, especially with less ways to actually scale them than most of the other characters have. So I'm okay removing or transforming 2 strikes right away on Defect. You really do want to keep the 4 starting defends, I tend to find. And I'd say we got a red path of a set of cards here. Hyper Beam, hello. Hyper Beam does massive damage to all enemies on the field. And that is going to allow us to clean house here in some really nice ways. All we have to do is upgrade this, plus 8 damage. It's like an Immolate upgrade. In fact, it's a better damage card than Immolate is. One of the few that are. 34 damage to all enemies. Sure, you lose focus, but who cares about your focus after the enemies are all dead? Nobody. I could even try to go 4 elite here, but I by including this one, but I think we'd rather get the 1 upgrade first. Maybe if I get Hyper Beam upgraded here, we'll fight 4 elites, but I really doubt it. Discard some cards. Now, Hyper Beam. Now, double Hyper Beam. And that's how we win fights. Beautiful. This is literally the perfect first card to find, by the way. It's a 0-cost card that Scrape can draw, and it makes the Hyper Beam do more damage. Perfect. Little Turd says, when you get a Hyper Beam this early, do you take any orbs, or do you strictly go for strength and dexterity? Plasma orbs can be acceptable. It's maybe okay to take a fission. Or, a fusion. The one that generates 1 plasma orb. And I could actually see taking frost orbs, too. You don't play the Hyper Beam in every fight. And I might want a persistent block source for some of the longer battles against, like, Guardian. I'll happily lose some max health to get a golden idol. More money is good. I think we're going to go this way. Yeah. Oh, it's time to trade face. Heck yeah. And if there's any orb you're going to have with negative focus, darkness orbs are going to be the most reliable. They're essentially the least affected by negative focus because they have the largest base value, and because they spawn at 6 damage no matter what your focus is. Jamath, thank you so much for 4 months. Keeping it cozy. So we could trade some health for money, but this early in the run, I think trading for face is by far our best choice. There are 2 good faces, 2 bad faces, and 1 cacaw face. Kind of a lie here, the tooltip. We get one of the best faces, the 2 good face, the Serpent Head. Gives me 50 gold every time I enter a question mark room. So that's going to be 50 gold instantly. And probably another 50 gold here. Doesn't get boosted by the golden idol, unfortunately, but it is a very good result here for our run. Give him the zip zap. Snecko wants a charged battery, I feel like. I like that we just played the same beam cell twice on the same turn. It's always fun to do stuff like that. Ooh. Oh my. This is a way to scale a deck like with something like Hyper Beam. Reprogram trades more focus for bonuses to strength and dexterity, improving the impact of our attack and defend cards. That said, FTL and Rebound are incredible finds here as well. FTL just contributes a little bit of draw and damage, works with Scrape. Rebound also works with Scrape by letting us put a 0-cost card back on top, or more likely, rebounding our Hyper Beam. Really cool to be offered a reprogram this early, although I have to say the reprogram is not useful in these elite fights. Useful against the Guardian, yes, but not useful against Gremlinob, not useful against Sentries, vaguely okay against Lagavulin. I think we should be taking one of the immediate impact cards. And I really like the Rebound, actually. Let's take the Rebound. Rebound gives me deck control, ability to manipulate what I'm drawing when. That's very, very valuable on the Defect, especially. Hologram is more of that. And so I'll happily take a hologram here. Although, chill's not bad either. Definitely happy with early orbs usually. Chill, especially with scrape, is cool. But no, I'm going to take our hologram here. Hologram and rebound to me form a sort of manipulation core on the defect that you can use to make sure you're getting whatever card it is that you need when you need it on almost any given turn. Whether by setting it up beforehand or getting it back afterwards. I'll be taking one here. Just want to make sure this cultist drops below 54. Pew. Beautiful. I said I wanted to charge battery earlier. I still feel that way. Boot sequence is also pretty nice. But particularly for Guardian, I want the reusable card, and I want a little bit more energy efficiency in the deck overall. Charge battery is quite good at that. Unfortunately, did not get a potion, however, I think we'll be okay. Even in this Burning Elite fight. I'd like to start out with Beam Cell Hyper Beam or something. Or 3 Lightning Orbs. Those are both pretty good ways to get started here. Let's wait one more turn. Hologram Zap? I could hologram Rebound. Rebound dual cast? Try to dual cast both Lightning Orbs, then start Hyper Beaming? That's an interesting option. Definitely wouldn't call this our desired draw order in this fight. I'll do the Rebound the Reprogram thing. Or Rebound the dual cast, excuse me, not Reprogram. We'll get the Beam Cell Hyper Beam combo, good. 51 damage. Easy peasy. If I play Scrape, I might discard Hyper Beam. It's a risk I'll have to take. Let's Rebound the Scrape, that way if I do, not a bad thing. Okay. We have gotten there. Bottle Lightning. Give me a Seek. Electrodynamics is not Seek. Claw is here. Or we could do a Bottled Chill, which is kind of like an upgraded Chill, but not quite the same thing. Has to be Claw. I wouldn't say that it has to be by any stretch of the imagination, but it certainly could be. And I wouldn't mind a second copy of Claw from here, actually. We already have the Scrape, and the Hologram, and the Rebound. I'll do it. And I'm gonna bottle... Probably shouldn't bottle anything. I'm gonna bottle Charge Battery? Sure. Let's do that. Don't want to bottle Hologram. So I want to be using... You don't want to draw Hologram on the turn where you have nothing in the discard pile, right? I'd rather bottle a Rebound or something where you have more possibilities. But that's not a skill, of course. Oh. Well, that's good. What a great seed this is so far. Fossilized Helix prevents the first instance of damage in any given combat. Pretty exciting. I think I am going to go to this shop since we had enough money from the Serpent Head and the Golden Idol to afford a relic there. Get 50 more gold here, and I'm going to try to fight these two elites. Let's go. First up, Blue Slaverman. It's only 12 block, but I guess I'll just full block here. Get him. It's a good potion for fighting elites with. Since I have a bottled charge battery, I don't think I need a boot sequence. We're only doing one orb type currently. I don't think Compulder is a good take. I think this is a skip from me, all three of these. Definitely don't have a good use for Tempest at the moment. Gremlin Knob. Oh, and the turn 1 Beam Cell Hyper Beam. Heck yeah. Do I employ the Strength Potion here? Feels like it might be unnecessary. This is going to do 51. If I draw a hologram, we just kill, right? 51 plus 34 is 85, yeah. I don't think that I need the Strength Potion. I think we just perfect this fight, even without it. Buffer that. And then we draw Strike. Yeah, didn't need to use any of that. Now we have Calipers. Genetic Algorithm, anybody? Not yet. These all feel like a skip, too. We're looking for claws and skims and maybe a cool-headed. I would take Reinforced Body. I would take... Go for the eyes. But I don't want these. And we're currently doing well enough that we don't need to take any more cards until Act 2. Reprogram can also appear now, and I would take it. Yes, I agree. Keep the current potions. Oh, there's a favorite of mine. Bag of Preparation on Defect. I think the character who really benefits the most from additional turn 1 card draw. Very likely to be my pick here. We could get a lot of health out of the Waffle, although I don't think we're going to need any more, thanks to the Fossilized Helix. Can I afford Bag of Prep card remove? Because that would be the magic. If so. 168, 243. No, we're 10 gold short. I could do Bag of Prep and add a Go for the Eyes, but I don't think I need to pay for a Go for the Eyes. I'm just going to take the Bag of Prep. And we'll pick a Go for the Eyes, hopefully in Act 2 with a free upgrade on it. Warped Tongs. This is definitely the wrong time to get offered Warped Tongs, right before I'm going into a boss fight. We have Fossilized Helix, so the pain can ruin that, essentially. And that means I'm going to be picking upgrade a targeted card rather than anything else here. And that's going to be an upgraded Beam Cell. Yeah, shame this isn't the 3 centuries, huh? But I think we'll still be pretty happy to fight Lagavulin. This is a good fight for the Strength Potion. What's the glowing light? That's the eyeball. The creepy consciousness behind this thing. Look at how small it is. I can't scrape without waking it up. Moribund, thank you so much for the 25 months of support. Rain VT, what do you call a defect with a law decree? Attorney at Claw. Here we go, okay. I think we'll probably use the buffer next turn. Let's go... double beam cell? I like double beam cell here. Boop. And then... blocking. Oh, and what a reward we get. The Shuriken gives us a strength for playing 3 attacks in the same turn, rewarded for picking the Claw. And one of my favorite block cards is here, Equilibrium, letting us retain our hand for a turn, in addition to giving a whole ton of block. That'll be happily taking, especially with Calipers. Aggregate could also be pretty good, although currently we lack the card draw to make energy gain cards work really well. I feel like we should probably upgrade Hologram before the Guardian fight, so that we can use that to return cards repeatedly. Our plan in this fight is going to be gain strength where possible. Just dish out a ton of damage in general. And don't worry about the focus too much. So next turn I'm losing buffer, but I'm going to still need... block one of the 2 hits. So let's hollow Equilibrium here. Play the beam cell, but not to much end. Guess I will. We block twice. Buffer. And then fortunately we drew good block this turn. Could have taken up to 20 damage here. But no matter what, we have a Fairy in a Bottle as a backup. It's going to make us very brave in Act 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. Just going to hold on to the Equilibrium so that I can potentially rebound it next turn. The Hyper Beam, that is. Hold on to the Hyper Beam to be rebounded here. Bottom card, huh? Tragic. Scrape away the hologram? No. Beautiful. Alright, let's again try to hold on to the Hyper Beam so that I can set up a rebound Hyper Beam. Are we going to succeed this time? Yes, good. If we're lucky, we can even draw a kill here. 15 plus 36. Not quite. Not quite. So I could just take a bunch of damage to the face. Seems like the most reasonable play, actually. Just race for the kill here. Yeah. GG. Get tons of cash and some fun options. Echo Form is a beautiful way to complement this deck. Lets us play the first card each turn twice. Double Hyper Beams are amazing, but so is Double Equilibrium, so is Double Hologram. And it'll work with pretty much anything else that we add from here on out. Core Surge could allow us to block our own focus debuffs, kind of enabling a bit of a hybrid deck. Or Multicast, letting us evoke an orb multiple times. That's going to be a no-no at the moment. All right, let's grab Echo Form. This seems pretty fun. We could end up taking a Snecko Eye from here, perhaps, which would be very cool as well. Easy. We have some pretty compelling other options. Sozu with a Fairy in a Bottle is a very reasonable pickup. Sozu says, gain an energy at the start of our turn, but we can no longer obtain any potions. We can no longer have that backup resource available to you. Or we could take energy in exchange for 1 additional strength on all enemies. Something that I've been thinking about a little bit lately. Often hear comments to the effect of like, oh, I used to think that Sozu was really, really good when I first started playing, or the same about Busted Crown, or any of the other boss relics that have a serious downside. The design of Slay the Spire is such that all of the boss relics that give you energy do so by penalizing you in some other way, usually limiting your ability to acquire a resource. No potions with Sozu, no money with Ectoplasm, no cards with Busted Crown. To succeed on the highest Ascension level, you really have to utilize all of these resources optimally to be able to get advantage from your money and your potions, and make sure you're getting good upgrades and picking your cards effectively. All these have to come together in order to find success. But when you're first starting out of the game, if you haven't optimized the mechanic that is being penalized, then you are yourself suffering less of a penalty. So Sozu is less of a penalty to a player who is not making optimal use of their potions, just as Ectoplasm will not be as detrimental to a player who is frivolously spending money in a shop in a way that doesn't improve the strength of their run, or Fusion Hammer might not be as much of a penalty to a player who rests at most rest sites anyways. So all of these boss relics are detrimental, but you only start to really feel the full impact of that if you're maximizing the use of the resource in the first place. And that does mean that these energy relics, I think, are very good in general as you're starting to learn the game, because you can start to feel which penalties are heavy and which are light to you, can tell you which resources you are and are not utilizing. Right, if you never use potions, if you just forget that your potions are there in the first place, Sozu might be amazing for you. This is a pretty good Sozu, by the way. We're not gonna be able to do much with Claw if I take Snecko Eye, but I think Hyper Beam Echo Form, I think that's gonna be a really good reason to take a Snecko Eye here. So let's do it. Let's go Snecko here. We get 2 additional cards each turn of combat, but we're confused. That means all of our cards are random cost. And the way that I like to think about it, Snecko, is that you're trading away your energy consistency in order to gain draw consistency. Those bonus 2 draws per turn are huge, huge, huge advantage in consistently getting your cards when you need them. But the random cost can really mess with you. That said, the higher cost your cards are in the first place, the less likely the randomization is to be a problem. So if you get some very, very expensive cards, or even just a fairly good set of either powerful 1-cost or reasonable 2-cost cards, you can end up getting a lot of stuff done. All right, we want to be visiting events because we are rich when events happen. So I'm thinking... What am I thinking here? I like this a lot. In particular, this is also fine. Oh, is there a shop early here? No. I think that's too much money then. This looks really good to start. We get 200 and... We should have 300 gold going into this store. Easy peasy. And then from there we can fight elites or not, depending on how we're feeling. Something like that. There's also the option for upgrades this way. That gets us 300 bonus gold from the Serpent Head, this act alone. Hi there, Yasuo. I've tried a little bit of Vault of the Void. I think it's a fairly promising looking take on the deck building roguelite. I haven't played a whole lot of it because I find that it tends to be fairly complicated for stream to follow along with. There's a lot of keywords that get used in Vault of the Void, and it's not always apparent when watching what's going on in that game. So I don't think it's a very good streamable game, but it's a cool deck building roguelite for sure. Alright, bird nerds. Prepare yourselves for death. Hyper Beam should pretty easily clean these guys to death. There it is. 1/6. So I can Hyper Beam Hologram. Buffer blocks the last hit? No, a charge battery will. Good work. Thanks, charge battery. Hello? Satisfying. This deck really wants a self-repair now. It's worth a shot. None of these do a whole lot for us. I would consider a fusion at this point a way to get a plasma orb going. Pony, thanks for 4 months of support. Hey there, Solin, looking for tips on the higher Ascension of Watcher. I'll echo a bit what Space of Diamonds is saying about making sure you've got multiple ways to enter and exit stance so that you're never caught in the wrong stance, but I'll also emphasize the power of card draw and, better yet, scry. Using scry to look at your draw pile. As a general rule, discarding anything that is a strike, a defend, or a status card, but more ideally looking at exactly what you need to do on either this turn or next and scrying appropriately. Using scry to set up effective turns or to ensure that you have an exit for the wrath that you're about to enter can really be a way to make your Watcher a bit more reliable. Yeah, these are bad cards. I think Gambler's Brew is better than a Swift Potion too here. Big money. We could take Apparitions, Intangibility, in exchange for half of our max HP. Interesting with Echo Form, but I tend to think Apparitions and Snecko Eye are pretty bad because the Apparitions are ethereal. If you don't play them, you lose them. And Snecko Eye can make them randomly 3 costs. So you can have a 3-cost Apparition that you either pay 3 energy for or then you lose it. And neither of those options are very appealing. Data Disk. Normally something I'm interested in. Kind of terrible here. Definitely happy further removing cards from the deck. I think Zap is probably our worst card at the moment. Sling of Courage would give us a bit of extra oomph during elite combats, and I particularly like this Recycle, letting us exhaust a card and gaining energy equal to its cost. Recycle can essentially give you energy equal to the highest cost card in your hand, which is usually more than the cost of the Recycle. Also, Sololin, if you haven't seen my Watcher Guide video, I highly recommend taking a look at that one, linked up there in chat. Alright, I'm definitely going to go with a card removal. Skim is actually pretty decent here, too. Let's go Recycle, let's go card remove. And yeah, let's do Sling of Courage. Give me that 2 extra strength in the elite fights. I believe. Long line of hooded figures. Offer us a Ritual Dagger. Permanently boosting its damage if kills something. It's an interesting option here. We're Works with the beam cell all right. Little awkward with Snecko Eye, little awkward with Echo Form, but can definitely do some really powerful stuff. Won't be able to upgrade it for a long time, though. I think I'd rather just take the money. Hello. So Scrape does work with Snecko Eye. If anything was randomly free there, I would have been able to use it. Rebound the Hyper Beam, so that next turn I can duplicate the Hyper Beam with Echo Form. Just Hyper Beaming twice doesn't get me the kill this turn, does it? No, it doesn't. So he double rebounds, put the Hyper Beam back on top. Win next turn. Claw Blues. However, Claw is absolutely not the card I will take here. Algorithm is the card I will take here. Why? Because Algorithm can be leveled twice per combat if I play Echo Form. And if I overlevel Genetic Algorithm, we get to keep all the extra block with Calipers. So this becomes a card we can permanently boost multiple times. I'll even upgrade it now instead of fighting this elite. That's how good this Genetic Algorithm is, actually. We're going to take the Algorithm, we're going to upgrade it here, and we're going to try to double it in every combat we can from here on out. I think it's worth skipping an entire elite fight for this upgrade. I almost recycled the Algorithm. Don't do that. That's bad. Okay, we'll have to come back around to the Algorithm. Nothing wrong with that, necessarily. So, starts at 1 block. If we play the upgraded Algorithm 2 times with Echo Form. Actually, hold on. Let's do that next turn. Let's double this for the moment. We play the Algorithm 2 times with Echo Form. It goes from base 1 block. Yeah, 1 plus 4 there. And now it's permanently base 7 block. We gave it plus 6 from 1 fight. And we can do that in every fight. Plus 6. Now we just need Strange Spoon for maximum redonkulousness. Oh no! I said I wanted one. Alright, I have to live by my words now and take a fusion. Or I could take Hologram. That's also an option here. Pretty good option. Especially with Calipers, actually. A Hologram loop is infinity block, right? That's pretty good. But that also needs an upgrade. I'm gonna take this fusion. Giving me a Plasma Orb. Plasma Orbs are unaffected by focus. That's where the goodness comes in. Oof, just discarded Hyper Beam. That's real. But now I'm guaranteed to get Hologram for Hyper Beam. Huzzah. But it was 3 cost Hyper Beam, so yeah. Claw. Jeez, that doesn't work. Then Beam Cell Strike. This would be 6 plus 13? No, that doesn't kill. Definitely did not math correctly there. Let's put the Beam Cell here then. Might have been better to double Beam Cell. Aha! Figured we might end up in this situation. I can double Algorithm and then Hyper Beam, or I can double Hyper Beam and then don't do anything else. I think I'll double Algorithm Hyper Beam here. Get our Algorithm doubled, which is very important, even if it does lose us some health in the short term here. And we clear all the gremlins off the field. And we don't even take that much damage. Get him. Mesmore, thanks for that very generous 10 gifted sub bomb. Holy moly, welcome to the Cozy Sub Club, everybody. Get thee on in here. Okay, this should be enough to kill. There we go. Alright, might have cost us some health, but already this algorithm says 13 block on it. And we got 10 health back. And maybe a cool-headed plus? Not seeing it. Thunder Strike is technically a 3-cost card, but we have no Lightning Orb generation to make that worthwhile either. Urbator says, if you Echo Claw, does the second claw count towards the increased damage? Yes, I believe it does with Echo Form and Claw. Pretty sure yes. Keep the current potions. And we're going to keep on this green path, fighting this elite, getting the money from the event rooms here. More max health. I'm in, yeah. I'll take a strawberry over the blue key. I often do. I really like just a little bit more max HP to further improve the amount restored by that fairy in the bottle, to further give us a bit of a boost right now. It's all good. How cute. They want me to suffer. Okay, and I can keep my buffer, too. Or I could just kill this nerd, right? 40... No, not enough. Although if I play the strike, it will be. Okay. Alright, we'll be back for that algorithm. I hope. Yay! Melkor, thank you so much for that 12 months, that full year of support. Echo Form Mayhem Ritual Dagger? I've not tried that. I know you can't do it with Omniscience. Wondering if we take a second claw, genuinely. I'm gonna do it. We've got one, surely. There's a reason to take two. Bonus merchant. With a third claw on sale. There's also Ori here, letting me look at a whole bunch of cards all at once. Fireworks, thank you so much for 25 months of support. Pretty happy just removing cards. Dual cast can go. But heck, let's see what's in the Ori. Instantly worth it. Second Echo form is here. Leap plus, not bad. The frostiest card reward ever. And Reprogram is here. Alright, well, we know what we're doing. Reprogram Echo form. Leap plus. Can't leave home without your leap. Six energy here, huh? So the... Oh dear, I can't believe I'm about to do this. The play I'm going to make is... Hologram... Recycle. Recycle Hyper Beam. For the energy. Play Equilibrium, play Echo Form. I still can't play the Fusion. Play that next turn, I guess. Oh, because the hologram costs so much energy. No, that makes sense. Well, heck. We're in a spot of trouble here. I think we'll be fine, actually. This is a pretty appropriate Gambler's Brew, that said. Let's do it. 6 cards. If I discard a 7th, let's discard the Fusion too. That way I'm guaranteed to be able to play 2 cards twice. Double Reprogram. Double Genetic Algorithm. And then the blocking began. Calipers, by the way. Neat. Double Beam Cell, double Hologram. Cycle a Defend. Start playing Claws. Yeah. The damage. Smiling Mask is here to make shop card removals cheaper at shops. Beautiful. And I think the rest is not helpful here. Let's just collect our free 100 gold. Which we immediately use to pay for the Relic of the Pleading Vagrant. That's so funny. The instant payoff. Let's do it. Giving me a dream catcher. Well. Alright then. And... interesting. You have to have 50 gold for this event to appear. And what this tells me is that you get the money from the Serpent Head. And then the game determines what event you get. That's really interesting. Halt! Today is the day I must settle with the murderer of my beloved pet Noodles. I'm all one for a good cause, sir. Owner every time. Give me strength! We lost the bet, but at least we weren't gouged by a lance. Well, we managed to lose all of the money instantly from both of those events. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny indeed. Our best upgrade is 1000% this reprogram, doubling it to 2 strength, 2 dex. That's going to be our main form of scaling now. Oh, I need to get those echo forms in play. Let's just hologram the charge battery. I could try scraping or something. I'd rather just get another energy next turn. With 5 energy, I can definitely play any echo forms I draw. Curses. Oh, and I do need this to kill one? Alright, fine. Keep our buffer. Can only play 1 out of 2 echo forms. That's sad. Can't play the fusion either. Definitely a really slow start to this fight for us, but I think we're doing fine. Energy next turn, please. Low. How do I have 9 energy? Low? Don't have ice cream. Oh, that's right, the recycle did that. That makes sense. Doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to block this hit, so let's just do the damage, I suppose. Double equilibrium battery still doesn't save our buffer here. Fine by me. Could go double fusion. Let's actually do that. And now we are invincible. Good luck, nerds. GG. Beautiful fight. And a beautiful Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike would solve all of our energy problems in this deck. Massive damage and 3 plasma orbs. It's the perfect addition to what this deck is doing. This could be a 0 focus defect win. That's cool. That's cool. You'll love to see it. Asphyxia108, thanks for that Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Can't turn down the 5-cost card when our cards randomly cost between 1 and 3. It's always at least a 2 energy discount on the card that gives 6 energy back when played. It's good stuff. And this feels like a quintessential Runic Dome opportunity here. Could transform our strikes into fens. That'd be 6 transforms, which is not bad. But I can't necessarily use the cards that we're going to get out of them. We could get cards that are a lot worse, actually. Anything that generates orbs that are affected by focus would be less than helpful. Busted Crown would give us more energy in exchange for our card rewards, which is decent. But what if instead we gave up the ability to see our enemy intents? Big problem with Runic Dome is overblocking. If you spend energy on block that you end up not needing, then it's wasted. But with the Caliper's Relic, extra block is not wasted, and so we can just generate tons of block on our turn and don't have to care at all whether the enemy's attacking or not. I really like Dome plus Calipers. It's an easy peasy, no downside.
Do you know that we offer channel memberships now? Support the channel directly here on YouTube for as low as $5 a month and get awesome perks like a custom badge and emojis. But most importantly of all, I'll do exclusive Q&As, uploading a video response only available to members, so you can hear your questions read in my buttery voice. Click the join button below this video to get started. Back to the video.
Sort of situation. Works even better with Barricade on Ironclad, but Calipers will get the job done just fine. Sound almost drowsy when listening live compared to sped up. Well, truth is I actually am drowsy at the moment, so I don't know if I can not sound drowsy, you know? Mr. Wolfhard, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Oh yeah, and event spaces give us tons of cash. Ooh, that definitely makes the intended path easy to spot. Look at this. All the gold. Upgrade. Elite. And then probably this way? But we'll see. Could also opt into a store or something. But I definitely like opening with 4 events very quickly in Act 3 here, given that we're getting 50 gold ahead. Events are already good in Act 3. Now they're going to be even better. This thing attacks for 11 or 16 base, I think. Might be a fight where doubling the algorithm is rather difficult, considering our turn 1 draw. I'm just going to play it normally here. Boop. Get a Meteor Strike. Another algorithm. It's not too late for this one to be ridiculous as well. Welcome. Hey, Reality. We've played a fair amount of Griftlands. I think Griftlands is a very well done experience from Clay. A really enjoyable deck building and RPG experience. I tended to find that Griftlands got a little stale on the replaying. Once you've started to see all of the major story events, it ended up feeling a little bit wearisome going through multiple times. So I left it off at a couple of playthroughs of the story with each character, but I really, really enjoyed my first playthrough with each of the 3 characters. Very, very fun time. Uh-oh. It's time to spin the wheel. And get a curse. Oh boy, a free curse. Feels like things were going a little bit too easily for us, apparently. Uh-oh. I can't play Hyper Beam without ending the fight. Interesting. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do at all. And if I equilibrium, I don't get to draw a new hand, really. Here we go. Double this, and double this. Nice. Oh. A lot of dazed. Could take a scrape, but I don't really think there's a lot of need for one. Do I want to change my path and try to put the Smiling Mask to work here? I really don't want to have this curse for so long. Do something like this. Kind of a weak second half of the act, but we get 2 shops for 2 removals. I think we'll be fine. Glowing Tesseract? What do you got? Bomb is actually pretty funny. As a way to deal damage in a deck like this, it's actually very good. It doesn't scale with our strength or decks, though. Double Bomb? You know, I actually really like that. I'm in. Let's do it. Double Bomb. The Robomination. And there's that curse gone. Have I ever selected 2 at Glowing Tesseract? Yes. Only a couple of very rare times. It's almost always 1 or 3, right? But I've done it just for something different a couple of times. Once during Slay the Streamer, I gave chat 2. I don't remember why else I've picked 2. Time to recall? Nay, not yet. Time to upgrade the other algorithm. Oh dear. Well, that's quite a turn 1. I'm probably going to drink the Distilled Chaos based on this, actually. I like that I can Meteor Strike right away, but I can't save my buffer. So I think I'm going to do this. Bomb, defend, equilibrium. Perfect. So I get to duplicate this next turn. Perfect. That went really well. Even better. Double the Echo form. Oh no, that was just the first one. Excuse me. Getting a little ahead of myself. Thought we already had Echo form in play. We do not. But what we can instead do is hologram the Meteor Strike. Get more energy that way. Kill another dagger. Beautiful. Alright, probably means I'll have to play this one time just to block. Let's do that. We'll double the other one. Yeah, can't forget the bomb. Don't want to kill her yet. Have some bombs. Have some more bombs. It's exploding time. Bronze scales will help us do damage. Another claw. I think 2 claws is the perfect number for this deck. 2 claws, 2 bombs, 2 echo forms. Hopefully 2 meteor strikes. Beautiful. Alright, now we can recall, given that both algorithms have been upgraded. Strike Dummy would go great with Meteor Strike, but alas, gotta take the Sapphire Key. Alas. Are we being attacked on turn 1? Difficult to know for sure, huh? Let's be leaving those for later. Good. Still have buffer. Nemesis attacks for either 3 by 7 or for 1 big hit of 45. Or there's no point in blocking anything between 21 and 45. 22. This is exactly 45? Okay. Do the perfect block. Keeping stuff with calipers is also always helpful. Don't want to discard the Echo Form, so I'm not going to play the Scrape. If you want Bomb to work on Nemesis, you have to play it on a turn when Nemesis is not intangible. There's that big hit. All right, algorithm number 1. Not ready to kill yet. There's number 2. The countdown to doom begin. 2. And a 3. Kaboom. Art of War here to incentivize playing bombs. If we play no attacks, gain even more energy. Thunderstrike is back. Pretty funny. You don't want no Thunderstrike. But look at these algorithms now, by the way. 49 block, 17 block. And counting. This thing never attacks on turn 1. Get him, Art of War. Don't want to kill it. Until I'm ready, anyway. Oh no, Mango. Well, you learned the hard way why that minimalist achievement is so tough. Very easy to end up stuck with just 1 or too many cards. Winning the game is the secondary concern. Actually getting to 5 cards, that's the tricky part. Well, I'm gonna get cursed in this. That's almost assured. Hooray. Final boss. Yeah, instantly. Well, if it happens instantly, I don't have to worry about it happening more than once or whatever. Or, I don't have to... It can't happen more than one time, but I don't have to worry about I don't have to repeatedly worry about the thing that can only happen one time. That's how words go. Successful words. Only double echo. Got it. Enjoy your bombs. A big pile of no thank you. Our last elite will be the Giant Head. Giant Head gives us a few setup turns before actually asking us to do anything. Time we will use very effectively to get our Echo Forms in play. All the bombs. All the fun. Attacks for 45 this turn. More bombs. And then 50 on this turn. Got him.
Got him!
Another beam cell. Probably unnecessary. Streamline doesn't really work with Snecko Eye. Pass to the lot of it. And pass to this potion, too. And don't forget, these algorithms just keep getting bigger. 67 on this one, 35 on the smaller one. We can upgrade them twice in each boss fight, too. The gift that just keeps on giving. Oh. As is a free Hyper Beam, actually. Don't want to kill them all here, of course. Just want to almost kill them all. Take a hit here. Yeah. Well played. Claw Plus. Give him a skip. Anything worth upgrading here? Could upgrade one of the Echo Forms. pretty reasonably. I guess with the Fairy in a Bottle, there's really no need to rest here. Yeah, let's upgrade one of the Echo Forms. That way I can never be forced to lose one by drawing both on the same turn here. How did we get 2 bombs? We manually added them both at the Sensory Stone event. Looks like we're losing buffer on turn 1 here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We can one attacks essentially every turn. But I think the Calipers will help a lot here. Although this turn I'm going to take some damage for sure. We need to Echo Form a big block card this turn, if possible. Good. Double the Echo Form. Double the Algorithm. And now we need to win swiftly here. The program will make that happen pretty reliably. Ah, perfect. Abominator. If this was a Tasked Awaken one, then you bombed it. GG. Look at these giant algorithms. 79 block, 47 block. We've got another boss to go, though. It's Time Eater, who's going to limit our card plays per turn rather substantially. Oh, rude of Time Eater. I think we just go Meteor Strike Echo Form on turn 1. Meteor Strike Echo Form Bomb. Although I'd like to go Echo Form Equilibrium so I can Echo Form this algorithm next turn. That actually makes more sense. Let's do that. Single big hit anyway. Works for me. And I can hologram bomb. I do it. Please add block. Hello. Just looking for a reprogram here. There it is. Slowly losing all this block, but I think we're doing just fine ultimately. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Actually don't need the Meteor Strike, because Time Eater is purging debuffs here. So just get rid of the slimes. And a bonk. That went pretty well. GG, Time Nerd. Two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this beautiful energy gain? Deal 2371. A mighty good year indeed. That's right, Durin Cole. Anytime you're stacking additional card plays in Slay the Spire, each source provides +1 play. So, for example, Necronomicon plus Snecko Eye will play a card 3 times. Or it's a Necronomicon plus Echo Form. We'll play a card 3 times. Sorry, not Echo, Snecko Eye. Or if you can line up Echo Form double tap Necronomicon, that'd be 4 times. Since we're missing a full 15 health here, I don't have any healing relic. I'm just going to rest rather than upgrading a card fairly uselessly. Although getting +10 damage on one of our bombs could be rather nice. We also get a Core Surge Plus out of the deal if we want one. It's actually not terrible. Could block Vulnerable from Heart, but I don't think so. 559 gold. Here's another way to block stuff from Heart. Clockwork Souvenir. Very reliably blocks the Vulnerable debuff from the Heart, which I quite like. Kunai is here, letting us play 3 attacks to gain a point of dexterity. No Kappa. I think that's actually quite good. I also like the Ornithopter, healing us a little bit. Dex Potion's pretty good, too. Let's start with Souvenir and remove Parasite. Leaving me with 351. I can go Ornithopter and a better potion, or Kunai and a better potion. But I think we're better off with Ornithopter Dex Pot. Although Ornithopter only heals one if I've heals 1 time with a Fairy Nut Bottle, actually. No, never mind. Yeah, Kunai Dex Potion. It's going to be the way to go here. These are my planned potions for the Heart. The more block we can get, the more we can put Calipers to work. Alright, this is not a fight to try to double the algorithms in. We just need to actually get the bonus here. Good. I think I just go Meteor Strike Algorithm. So I could play actual cards next turn. No need to Equilibrium these things. And I got tons of block to survive this fairly scary turn. 21 plus 10 by 4, and then another 38 from the Spire Shield on this turn. Normally spooky stuff. But not if I have a way out. These are pretty bad cards. Perfect. Play the bomb. Play the defense. And that was exactly the right amount of block. So leveling up our algorithms all this way almost perfectly ended up being what we needed for those couple of turns of this fight. That's pretty cool. Could definitely lose my buffer this turn, though. Nope. Didn't even get attacked. Well, heck. Retained 1 block. Oh, yeah. Another bomb going off on this turn to do 40 damage. Good. Can I get them each appropriately then? Multicast? I don't think so. I don't think there's any need for that. I think we've got pretty much the perfect deck here for the Heart Battle. Lots of ridiculous block, plus calipers, plus echo forms, plus bombs. Gonna be a doozy of a fight. Here goes. Here goes. Sadly, no echo form on turn 1. That's really what we were hoping for. But we've got some other stuff that we can get done here. Do I ever scrape? Might be worth it, especially if I can play 3 attacks, and I can. Oh, let's rebound the Meteor Strike. Scrape first, though. Okay, we did not discard any echo forms. Good. And even if we did, it wouldn't be that bad. Let's get rid of a Claw. I'm so sorry, Claw. Play this, play this. Alright. Artifact blocks the vulnerable debuff. So we have less incoming damage to deal with. We did draw an Echo Form immediately. We also got the best algorithm immediately. And I think I'm okay with just outright playing that. Letting us keep our buffer and everything. Alright, so this is a 2x15 on this turn. Next turn we get to double echo. This turn we should be focused on thinning the deck, I think. So let's get Recycle here. And a card that we would like to recycle, perhaps. Recycle Wound. Recycle Defense. Place lines. My buffer? Do lose the buffer this way. I'm okay with that. Might as well play Beam Cell Hyper Beam then, yeah? Yeah. And we're gonna lose the buffer anyway because I want to duplicate this Echo Form. And this reprogram. But now we should be good. We have 100 block and double Echo Form in play. So life is good. Alright, what about now? Double recycle? Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Double hologram, getting back recycle and the burn. Double recycle again, getting rid of burn and strike. Just play everything. So now we should just be drawing hands of nothing but good cards, basically. Letting us scale up with a program to finish this fight off. Get rid of the remaining claws, and will you lose rebound as well? We should focus on getting damage done too. This could attack for up to 90 on this turn. But with leap blocking for 25, I think we're okay. And then we are being attacked for 49 on this turn. Which we block pretty effortlessly. Alright, bomb, take me home. Kaboom. GG.
Hey there, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.